The World Cup is in full effect, but we don't care. I mean, America's still alive because we're awesome, but we got toys to look at. Welcome to the latest crew tour. So if you watched the last one, we know we went over some manure crews. So what happens when the manure's done? That's right, time for tillage. We're back in the swing of things. Here comes Springfield work. Let's go. So here is what we got. Tillage crew number 2. Pretty much all deer other than just a touch of blue and a touch of yellow. Let's start with the big boys at the back. A pair of 9 620Rs pulling some big deer disc rippers. Moving up, 9630s pulling chisels. This is their primary tillage purpose. Obviously you can see other things in the background there. Then we drop down to front wheel assist. So we start off with a pair of 8370Rs pulling some disc rippers. Drop down again to a pair of 8345Rs, going to be pulling a smaller version of a chisel for their primary tillage. Then 8225Rs, main thing is cultipacker. So overall we got disc ripper, chisel, disc ripper, chisel. Then their secondary tillage. Have a pair of 50-foot soil finishers for the big boys. Pair of 40-foot VTs for the 9630s. The 370s will also have a pair of finishers. The 345s will also have a pair of smaller VTs, probably about a 30-footer there, and then these guys can probably handle about like this, like a 30-foot finisher, give or take. And then a pair of Degelman high-speed discs for either one of the big boys. So you gotta think about it. Tillage out here, you've got your primary and your secondary. So their primary, the ripper, chisel, that's gonna be like a fall tillage. Like as soon as the silage is harvested or the grain, whichever they're following, you gotta get that deep tillage, break up the ground, get it ready. Then in the spring, you'll come back with either the finisher or the VT, or the finisher or the non-existent VT at the moment. We're working on things. It takes a while. Calm down. That will be their secondary pass. And then the high-speed disc will, one, because they look cool. You gotta have it just because it looks cool. But two, because that would tie in fairly well with this sort of tillage practice, throwing in a high-speed disc versus a VT on certain conditions. But yeah, that's tillage crew number 2. 9 620Rs, 9630, 8370R, 8345R, 8245R. And I guess I should talk about these guys. Look at them fats. Ah, them LSWs are nice. I really like a front wheel assist on LSWs. I do really like that look. Oh yeah, and if you don't know what a cultipacker is, it would essentially be your secondary pass after like a disc ripper. I guess you could do it after the chisel. So it'd be disc rip, chisel, finish. Don't get sick. We're bouncing around a lot here. Lots of cool green equipment with a lot more to still fill in. One of these days. Either way, catch you guys in the next one. Cheers!